couple who has a role to play once the family motorcade arrives here to lead the family into the stadium is Canon Hamilton Mbatha of the Anglican Church. He's just joined us in studio now. Reverend Mbatha, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us on ENCA.
Thank you.
Yeah, the importance of the role of leading the procession into the stadium. Just break it down for us, for our viewers.
That's our liturgy. When there's a funeral, the priest leads the corpse with the family with some words to the church.
And that's what you're going to be doing.
That's what I will be doing.
You were part of the memorial service on Wednesday.
I was preaching on Wednesday.
Preach, and today you're not going to be preaching.
No.
Your role is to lead
Yes.
the procession.
Yes.
And that's a significant act.
Yes.
It's an important one.
Very important. Very important. Yes.
But talk to us about the required mass. I mean, what is the significance of that? Other people who are not Catholic or Anglican may not know what on earth that is.
Sorry?
The required mass. There's going to be a Eucharist.
It's going to be a requirement.
Just tell us about that. Just break down to our viewers. What does it involve?
It involves a Eucharist, means thanksgiving. So in the church, when we have a required mass, we are thanking God for the life of the one who is being who has passed away. It also acts as an extension of our shortcomings and his or her shortcoming, because it involves the breaking of bread and the blood of Jesus. And if there is, even in our culture, if there is anything wrong, if that something wrong is put right, we need to share blood. And fortunately for us as Christians, the blood of Jesus was shed at the Mount of Calvary. So when we make a required mass, we are praying and thanking God for the life of that person, and also appeals for forgiveness.
And that's what's going to be happening here under part, I think it's part 1 of the program with Archbishop Thabo Makgoba.
That is going to happen before all.
But the breaking of bread, I mean, this crowd is a huge crowd when it comes to the communion.
Yes.
How is going to be managed in this instance, as an example?
I think it will be involve only the members of the family, because this is a huge crowd. And it cannot happen for everybody to participate in the Holy Communion.
Any reflections on Prince Mangosuthu as a Christian and his intersection with the church?
He grew up in royalty, and his uncle was a Christian, let alone his mother. They were committed Christians. So he grew up in a Christian situation, a Christian environment. That's why when he got married, he stood by Christian principles by marrying using Christian rites, though it was not well accepted by the Buthelezi clan, but he stood by the Christian principles.
We understood as well, this final farewell, he wanted the Christian aspect of it to be very strong.
Yes, very early in his life as the Inkosi Buthelezi, he was received as a sub-deacon in the church. The sub-deacon in those days, now they are called lay ministers. A sub-deacon in those days was the person who was a lay person, was licensed to help the priest with distribution of Holy Communion. So he handled the blood of Jesus Christ, and also to help by preaching. And with the Umdwana, he could also serve like a young boy for the priest. He will kneel before the priest when serving at the altar, being an inkosi of Buthelezi clan. The way he was so humble, and he highly respected the church. We were worshiping together at St. Mary's Ngonjeni, and he used to be a representative to the synod, representing the parish to the diocesan synod, and also to the provincial synod. He used to be elected by the diocesan synod to be representative to the provincial synod. And he didn't end I remember 1963, when with the bishop, diocesan bishop, and another priest, he was Mbatha, he was a delegate to Toronto, to the Anglican Communion.
Yeah. Okay.